Good morning, watch fans. So today we're going to be talking about my top 5 favourite watches. Now, these are the 5 watches if I had unlimited money I would personally be buying. Now, not all of them are expensive, but they are my dream watches. So if I could walk into an AD or walk into a shop with an unlimited amount of money, these are the top 5 watches that I am going to be purchasing. Now, coming in at number 1, I did a video about this the other week. It is the Rolex Submariner Date. Now, my personal favourite shape for the Submariner Date is the 2023 model. I love the case, I love how the bezel sits. I know a lot of people like the pre-ceramic, but ceramic 2023 Submariner Date is first on the list. So that watch now is not a particularly expensive watch, but it is the watch that when I think of Rolex comes to mind. It's the elegant watch. It can be worn in any situation and I absolutely love it. Coming in at number 2 is the Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi. Now, I personally like the Mark 1 with the slightly brighter coloured bezel. Now, I love the Pepsi. It is a watch that I just look at and I could stare at all day long. If it was on my wrist, I'd be one of the happiest men alive. Now, I also love the Pepsi on a Jubilee band. Now, Oyster Jubilee I know is personal preference, but for me, a Pepsi on a Jubilee is just absolutely iconic. And I would love to have the Mark 1 Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi. Number 3 now, this is a tough one, but I think it would have to be the Day 40 Anniversary Olive Green Dial in rose gold. Now this watch, I know it sounds strange, but ever since I seen Conor McGregor wearing it at a press conference, the watch caught my eye. I remember him having an argument with someone, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the Aldo fight, don't quote me on that. I seen him with the Rolex Day 40 on his wrist with the olive green dial. Now, as soon as I seen that, I looked up how much that watch was and I was astonished and was like, that is definitely not a watch I can afford at however old I was back then, early 20s maybe. Now, that watch is just iconic. The presidential bracelet and the rose gold and the olive just screams Rolex to me. That is a watch that I absolutely adore and it is on my wish list. At number 4 now, we're moving away from Rolex, and at number 4 it is the AP 50th anniversary self-winding Royal Oak in 41mm, this stainless steel blue dial. Now, the AP is a watch that I love. There's something about that shape that just, I don't know, it's just something about it I look at and I just think it screams elegance, it screams class, it just screams luxury watch. I want that watch on my wrist. The Royal Oak I think sits better than a lot of watches on the wrist. It's just beautiful. It is just beautiful and it is a watch that I would love in my collection. Coming in at number 5 now, it is the Patek Philippe 5711 and that is in rose gold. Now the 5711 is absolutely stunning. Now this watch is top of the range when it comes to watches. It is not for you if you haven't got a little bit of money in your wallet. Now that watch, if you have it on your wrist, if you're not a watch fan, it's going to catch your eye. If you're a watch fan, you're going to be running over to ask questions. You want to know about that watch. You want to look at that watch. You want to see it in person. There's just something about the Patek Philippe that just screams everything watch to me. It is a beautiful watch. It is something that I want to own. So these watches now, like I said, some of them very high-end, expensive. Some of them quite obtainable. But they are the watches that when I look at a watch box, if I could only pick 5, they're the 5 I want in it. So please like and subscribe and let me know your top 5 watches in the comments below.